It's a name that evokes great racing tradition, Spirit Mountain. The hallowed hills in Duluth have hosted historic snowcross racing for close to half a century.
For another win here at Duluth, the 9-time champion has done it again. Tucker Hibbert wins round 1 in Duluth.
Today, AMSOIL Championship Snowcross returns to Spirit Mountain for the final weekend racing. Champions will be crowned as another chapter of snowcross history unfolds. The Duluth Snowcross National, presented by Hayes Brakes on Fox Sports, starts now.
That's where you want to be. So what you'll hear regarding the drivers' meeting,
And he's got it. Wow, look at this battle here. Yeah, and that is exactly what we want to see out of Elias.
Francis Pelletier, ladies and gentlemen, wins race number 3 for the AMSOIL Pro Class.
Holy frick, dude, that was insane.
Red Snowcross, baby! It's a drag! And Blair Morgan takes it!
Tucker Hibbert, the number 68 sled across the AMSOIL baseline, has done it!
After a long and competitive season, we come to one of the spiritual homes of AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, Spirit Mountain in Duluth, Minnesota, for the final weekend of racing for 2024. Welcome to the AMSOIL Snowcross National, presented by Hayes Brake, and our coverage here on Fox Sports. Paul Small here with my tag team partner, former racer and champion Robbie Malinowski. And Robbie, this final weekend, you've got racers trying to win a championship and racers trying to just win.
Yeah, that is right. Trying to win is one thing. Trying to win a championship is a whole nother thing. And we get to crown a few of them this weekend, and looking forward to it.
Time now for our drone lab, flown by the U.S. Air Force.
All right, let's get it going. Up this hill into a left-hander. This first corner has served some problems. U.S. Air Force sky drop right here into this mobile field. Pay attention, a lot of passes, last-ditch efforts trying to get onto that podium happening right there. Over to the finish line into a left-hander. Got inside, outside. Go outside, I've seen some triples happening. Down this hill, a lot of things to happen in this section right here. Back around, up the hill, drag race up. Now, this corner, troublesome. No berm, no nothing, it'll stack up. Pay attention, if somebody goes down, you're not gonna wanna be behind them. Down this hill again, into this massive berm, and 6 seconds of wide open, up this hill, drag race, everything you've got, and that is a lap here in Duluth.
Now let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Erica Allreed.
Imahar has the opportunity to wrap up the championship here tonight. However, the battle rages on for 2nd through 4th as there is only a 9-point differential between Francis Pelletier, Jordan LaBelle, and Jacob Yurt. I caught up with Francis Pelletier, who currently sits in our runner-up position, as he's been struggling as of late and has finished off the podium for multiple rounds in a row now. And he said simply, things are just not falling into place the way he'd hoped. He said the comfort, the confidence, and the speed are all there. He's just been plagued with some misfortune. He said he really needs things to start trending in his direction here tonight in order to catch fire these remaining 3 rounds, and he needs to do just that here tonight if he wants to remain in front of LaBelle and Yurt, as they've been incredibly consistent as of late.
It's 3 races, 1 point for a win, 2 for a second, 3 for a third. It's Jordan LaBelle, the number 1 qualifier.
Yeah, and that's interesting because he had that win 2 weeks ago. Confidence is king, and he's got it right now. And look at where he is lined up in that number 1 gate pick. Gets a great jump.
Can he make that stick for the stud boy hole shot? Oh, he just got slammed into the side there by Pelletier, but he rides away with it. And LaBelle triples almost down at the bottom, and now charging up on the outside. That is one of the Red Bull Polarises out of LaValle stable. That is Adam Peterson duking it out for the 2nd spot.
And where is the 31? He's almost dead last coming down that hill. Imahar's got a lot of work if he wants to try to get into the mix.
Yeah, you got to try to at least be in the top 3 or 4. Oh, elbows up and spun around was Jacob Yerrick, and somebody else just got tilted. Travis Kern's in there. Hunter Patnode is in there. Har may have gotten a piece of that as well.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. A lot of riders in a little space, and that's exactly what you have. And look at this, LaBelle got a comfy little lead already.
Francis Pelletier chasing after Adam Peterson as they are duking it out, followed by Daniel Benham holding on to the number 4 spot. Gustav Salston early 5th here as we work the opening minutes of this first leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown, and Jordan LaBelle blasting his way up that Arctic Cat uphill section. And there is Emil Har trying to work his way up, and he is up into the 4th position, just got ahead of Gustav Salston. So in terms of minimizing the damage, mission accomplished so far, but there's still 2.5 plus a lap to go.
Well, and he's almost a full second faster than everyone in front of him right now. So Har is the one with the speed, and these points are huge right now, because if he can get close to that 3rd spot, he still has an overall all day long with the 2nd and the 3rd leg.
And he is trying to run down Adam Peterson, who is about 6 seconds in front of him last time they came over the AMSOIL finish line jump. And there is Adam on the number 3 Team Laval Red Bull Polaris, working his way past Jacob Yerrick, who, remember, got caught up in that jam up early in the race and has not been able to recover. Peterson, another rider like LaBelle in the late stages of the season, seemed to kind of get his groove on.
Yeah, he showed a lot of speed, and he had that speed earlier in the year, just the consistency was the problem. A lot of crashes, fall-offs, and whatnot, but he is really starting to smooth out as the seasons wore on, and LaBelle just picture perfect from the start, from practice. I watched him go down that hill. Wow, look at that. I thought he was going to crash there.
He's been taking that line the past few laps that's developed where you can actually cross over on the lanes. You can jump inside to outside.
I've got something here. If you look at Har, he's at 14 seconds down from the leader. When he first started, he was 35 seconds down from the leader. So Har is absolutely crushing it right now.
And Travis Kern being passed there. Kern, like Yerrick, got caught up in that little fracas at the start of the race. Har continuing to push onward here. We're getting down to nitty-gritty time here, about 35 seconds plus a lap to go. And LaBelle 4 seconds up on Francis Pelletier, who's doing what he has to do here, which is stay close to the front, hopefully maybe get an overall, and try to stay in it here and extend the possibility of getting a championship. And he'll make the run down off the U.S. Air Force flyaway one more time. And once again, the young rookie at AMSOIL Pro wins a leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown.
Jordan, a flawless race from you from start to finish. How'd you balance that fine line of when to push and when to be conservative, knowing you had such a great lead, but also Francis was also there behind you?
Yeah, I just kept my lines. I knew I had decent lines from the side lap and just hold those lines. And I was trying to stay focused and be as consistent as possible with my lap times, and worked out.
Up next in Pro Light, time for points leader Creighton Dillon to shine. Will his rookie dream season build to a championship? AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by Polaris, Think Outside, by AMSOIL, Runs on Freedom, and by Pertec, your industrial hose specialist. Welcome back to the AMSOIL Snocross National, presented by Hayes Brakes. The Pro Light Final is ready to go. Robbie, Creighton Dillon on the cusp of a championship. Can he get it done?
I absolutely think he can get it done. He's proved it all season long, and we've seen some spectacular rides. It doesn't matter where he starts, first, second, last, he'll find his way to the front. I expect nothing but that tonight.
Erica has our pre-race report.
Much like all of our classes coming into championship weekend, the points battle is tight in our pro light ranks. I caught up with Evan Christian, who currently sits in third, only 6 points behind Nicholas Lorenz, and he said for him, he's putting an emphasis on not just going through the motions, but owning the race and being more intentional while out on track, and that was on full display in our previous round as he found himself up on the podium. He said he needs to keep the train rolling, block out the noise of the points chase, and put his head down to do what he needs to do this weekend to be satisfied with his season overall. Easier said than done, guys, but I've been really liking what I'm seeing out of the KC Motorsports camp.
And Downs do it again. Get that whole shot. Here we go.
Oh, Whitworth getting a good one along with Toby Posty as they will run up into the corner, but coming out the other side, Posty hangs on for the stud boy hole shot.
And look who's on the outside. Creighton Dillon is going to put himself into that second spot.
Looks like Ashline trying to make his presence known. He jumps ahead of Dillon on the outside of the FXR turn. Dillon crosses back, and they're almost 3 wide for the lead through the Polaris downhill.
A lot of action early. Look at Creighton. Gonna try to make a quick pass. He does.
Oh, and then drifting over, takes the line away from Toby Posty. Nice move there, and that just kind of accordions everybody else up. Here comes Whitworth. He's going to split off the lanes, and at the same time, Posty splitting off the lanes, chasing after Dillon.
Yeah, Toby's shown a little spice today. He is definitely on it. Can he have anything for Creighton, though? Because this is where things can get interesting when you give Creighton a little bit of clear vision. He will shut the lights off on everybody, and look at this.
And Dillon powers his way down into the cat corner. It is really rough on the inside, but gets the acceleration through this Arctic Cat uphill. Breaks off that corner, holding off Toby Posty. Adam Ashline, meanwhile, in the final podium spot right now, with a little bit of a gap over Trent Whitworth, who's a little busy right now dealing with one Anson Shield, who is back in the number 5 spot. Look at Ashline as he makes his way to the U.S. Air Force flyway on that black Elite Motorsports number 710, trying to make the run here to make up some time, Robbie.
Yeah, you've seen Toby battle that downhill right there. He gave up a little bit of time to Creighton. That's where Creighton is going to be so solid, is getting down through those rhythm sections. He gets like a seat bounce, kind of pop over him, and you see, look at the lead. It's already starting to stretch out.
The timed race plus a lap, so once the clock reaches 0, the next time the leader comes around to the AMSOIL finish line jump, they'll see the white flag. Oh, in trouble right there. We're going to jam up a bunch of folks on the inside of the downhill. That's Anson Shield.
It looked like the 61 of Mandrick as well.
Yeah, 2 or 3 sleds that all got jammed up there on the inside, and I think Shield may have been the first one to go down, and everybody else was really close. So for Creighton Dillon, he's going to have to keep eyes open on that, and another sled in trouble. But let's look at this replay.
Okay, Anson makes a big mistake, tips over, look at Whitworth, nowhere to go. Next rider, I'm not sure who that is. Runs right into the back of him.
Well, he will come around here, and he will see the white flag and be 1 lap away from a Pro Light Championship. He did it by absolutely stomping mud hole in the field, walking it dry in about the first 6 rounds of the season.
And he was untouchable, and he just had positioned himself in such a great spot. Of course, had some little mistakes here and there throughout the past, and through the season, and recovers nicely, gives the drone a little shot of snow.
So Creighton working into this downhill, works his way around the Skidoo corner. Now, middle part of the season for Creighton Dillon, not so good. But down the stretch, when it's mattered, he's been there. And he's about to reap the rewards. The rookie Creighton Dillon winning the Pro Light Final and the Pro Light Championship. Toby Posty looking for another podium finish. You see some of the riders from the back of the pack all across the AMSOIL finish line. There goes Toby Posty, just made it across the line. Creighton Dillon popping a snowmobile version of a wheelie, doing the drive-by high fives with some of the great fans here at Spirit Mountain. What a great moment for this young racer.
That is right. Soak it in, because that was a big moment right there. Creighton getting it done as a rookie, like I said, is pretty remarkable.
Congratulations from Toby, stopping to offer accolades, and here comes the members of the Theme Motorsports crew, family. And not only on the top of the box tonight, he is on the top of the box for your season. He is the race winner and the 2024 Pro Light champion from Zephyr, Ontario, Canada on the 96 Skidoo, Creighton Dillon.
Creighton, with this ride, you officially lock in the Pro Light Championship. Did you ever think coming into your rookie season that you'd be able to call yourself a champion and do so in such a dominant fashion?
Well, I told myself I wanted to do it, and with the help of Theme Motorsports and everybody behind me, we got it done in our rookie year, and we're looking forward to next year, and hopefully we can do it again. But just a huge thank you to everyone who backs me. I couldn't be up here without them. I'd like to give a huge thank you to Corey, my whole family, my Uncle Matt, my cousin Henry, my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, everybody at home. Thank you so much.
Congrats to the champ. A rookie dream season indeed for Creighton Dillon. He also turned in the G-Shock fastest lap, and Creighton rides home with one very cool G-Shock watch. Welcome back to Duluth, Minnesota, as tugboats are working their way under the aerial lift bridge amid St. Louis River and the vast waters of mighty Lake Superior. On track, the Champ 120s are hitting the hill at Spirit Mountain, part of the largest number of entries and continued growth of the sport of snowcross. Let's go behind the scenes with current Pro Points leader Emil Haar and a trailer tour hosted by team owner Scott Judnick.
Hi, I'm Scott Judnick. My wife Colleen and I own Judnick Motorsports. We've been racing snowmobiles for Polaris Racing for the last 22 years. We've been running snowcross for 27 years. I'd like to take you on a little trailer tour. Come on in and we'll get it all checked out. Here we start in the back of the trailer. Obviously, we have tons of parts, tools, everything that you need. We can rebuild a snowmobile from start to finish inside this trailer if we need to. Here we've got clutches that are ready to be set up. All of our different cams for our clutches. Everything is organized, set up. We make sure that we have a minimum of 2 of every cam because we got to have sleds set up for Cody and for Emil. So they'll rebuild clutches here at this vise. Tony's got all kinds of different weights and shims and you name it. The middle section of the trailer here, we've got Cody's sled sitting here. You got Emil's sled sitting there. So there's Ryan. We call him Sauce. And that's Cody's mechanic. And this is Colton. Colton is actually Tony's son. Colton started coming to the races. He was just a little shaver. He would sit up in the lounge. I'm going to tell the story, Colton. He would sit up in the lounge and watch SpongeBob SquarePants and eat cereal when he was a little kid coming to the races. And here he is, Emil Haar's mechanic with the red plates on the sled. Pretty cool situation. Up here, this is our shock vise. You got nitrogen, you got shocks can be all recharged. Everything runs through here. There's a pan here. You put shock in and rebuild everything right here. Once the racing gets going on, we have Starlink in here, so we have internet, so we can have the races on the little small TV here. Kind of know what's going on out there, where we need to be, and that type of thing. So we'll move up to the lounge. Everybody eats, has coffee. Moose likes to hang out in here and give me a lot of crap, but that's okay, as long as he keeps winning, right? There's always crock pots going. I think she's got beef stroganoff going today. Don't look too shabby. We're on the second level of the transporter. We're in the kind of locker room area. There's a coach up here. Sometimes the racers take a little nap up here. This will pull out if it gets to be a real long day or they need to take a little rest in the afternoon or something. We got a locker for each crew member, a locker for each of the racers. So this is where all of our major parts are. As you can see, it's full. And we have, every bin is labeled and we know where everything is in this trailer. And there's a lot of parts up here and it's what's needed to run at this level. Our extra tracks are down here. They're studded, brand new tracks ready to go. So if we get a ski in a track or we rip a track or what have you, I've seen our guys change a track in 20 minutes. So they're very efficient. Well, there you go. There's a tour of the Judnick Motorsports Transporter. Come on out to the races. We're a fan-friendly team. People will come start talking. Pretty soon, I like to talk, so I'm showing them around and people are having a great time, and that's what it's all about.
Up next, round 2 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown from Spirit Mountain in Duluth and the fired-up Minnesota crowd. Can Jordan LaBelle slow down the Emil Hart Championship Express? AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by the U.S. Air Force. Served your way. Can you make the team? By AMSOIL, runs on freedom. By Skidoo, that Skidoo feeling. By FXR, gear up for your outdoor adventures with FXR. And by Arctic Cat. Second leg of tonight's AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown will be getting underway as you see Jordan LaBelle, winner in race number 1. So he is at the top of the point standings. The order of finish is the number of points they have. You see Daniel Benham and Jacob Yerk, the 2 Arctic Cat racers, on the back row.
Oh, look at the 220.
Francis getting a flyer. He's got the lead. LaBelle got swallowed up there for a second, and I don't see him coming down through the pack just yet. And look at the charge on the outside. It's Francis, and on the inside, it's Emil. The moose is loose.
And Jordan LaBelle went over the finish line last. So flip the script. Let's see what he could do.
And speaking of coming from the back row, look at Daniel Benham just cutting through the pack here.
Yeah, like a hot knife through butter. He's making moves. Look at LaBelle. He's making moves as well. He's already made a few passes, so.
Yeah, strike while the iron is hot, as I think he was able to get by Jacob Yerk. There is the Couture number 21, or the Kern 201 sled, mixing it up here with Adam Peterson and Francis Peltier. He got the stud boy hole shot. He has the race lead right now. Emil Hart is second. Benham is up to third.
And let's pay attention. What does LaBelle come across the finish line? All right, 6. So he has made some serious ground up on these leaders. And if you're around him right now, you want to just get out of the way because he's riding a little bit more angry than the most. And look at Peterson.
Peterson just bumped him right into the outside lane, and LaBelle just jumps right ahead of him like it was nothing. That is some wild mid-pack action that is going on here.
Yeah, Salston's in some trouble right now. He is definitely going to be the next on the list for LaBelle. And look at this. He's going to drop beside him, get the pass done right there.
Wow, Jordan LaBelle, man on a mission. Right now, Francis Peltier's mission is trying to keep pace with Emil Hart as he continues to hold the race lead here. He was second in race number 1, so a 2 and a 1 will put him in the driver's seat for the overall.
Yeah, Francis doing exactly what he needed to do this weekend, was get out front, good consistent starts, stay on that podium, and wait for the other guys to make mistakes. And that's what's happening right now. LaBelle making that big mistake on that starting line, and Hart starting to close in a little bit though.
Well, Emil right where he wants to be, within striking distance of the race leader. Benham still in third. Oscar Norm and then LaBelle. And coming down the hill here is Francis Peltier, the Thien Motorsports Skidoo.
Yeah, he's getting that line down that hill just as well too. So Jordan's gonna have to find something else to really make a dent in that lead. These guys are hitting the marks perfect.
Do you think there's any holding back here on the part of Emo Har? Is he playing the big picture game, or does he want to get up there and get Francis?
Well, he's going to play the big picture game, but he's going to ride his hardest to at least try to make a pass. He's not going to just sit and cruise, because if he does that, that's when the mistakes happen. You see LaBelle, he's 7 seconds down right now, so not much time made or lost on that last lap.
But this is going to make things almost dead even if it finishes off this way between Peltier, Hart, and LaBelle, where it's basically going to be a winner-take-all finale.
It sure is. And I tell you what, I like where Peltier's sitting right now. He's the most consistent. He's the one that's been putting in the perfect rides.
Some traffic ahead, though, for your race leader, Francis. Wow. Negotiate. Oh, boy, he almost sketched out trying to get by Marcus Ogamar. Wow, that was a hold-your-breath moment there.
That was close. And you can see the track is breaking down a lot right now. And that's where those little mistakes, those little step-outs, those little... And look at the lead, 5.5 seconds. So that last lap, LaBelle ran a 41.3, almost 2 seconds faster than the leaders.
And Har now is going to have to make his way past Ogamar. Ogamar will be in the outside. Oh, Har scooting that back end there.
That goes to what I said. The snow is slippery. When you slide the back end of the sled around, there's no grip there. So it's almost like you're going to do a 180. And oh, wow, Francis really found the bottom of that hole.
White flag is waving. One more lap here as Francis Peltier. Oh, boy.
Look at the lead right now.
But he's dealing with the lapper going down the hill there, and boy, things almost got disastrous coming out of the FXR turn.
Yeah, well, you're spot on about that, but Jordan LaBelle has closed this gap down to almost 5 sled legs.
So this is going to set up an interesting story as we go into the final leg, but we've got to get to the checkered flag first, and it looks like getting there first. They can make his way down this tricky final Hayesbrake rhythm section. Francis Peltier picking up a win in an AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown main event as he grabs the second leg here in Duluth. Second spot to Har. LaBelle will come away with a third, followed by Daniel Benham. It looks like will try to come across for fourth, and he's got Adam Peterson chasing him to the line. So Francis Peltier becomes the first racer in a couple of rounds to be a different winner in the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. He is standing by trackside with Erica, so let's hear from our Race 2 winner.
Francis, an incredible start to your night with 2-1 finishes. What can you take from those rounds and apply towards round 3 as you set your sights on the overall?
Yeah, I should come down and ride my track. I kind of tried to override it, but it doesn't work. So I got to settle down and just hit my lanes.
Looking forward to seeing you back out there in round 3. Best of luck.
Still ahead, the pro women are queued up with all eyes on the battle for second and third place in points. AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by the U.S. Air Force. Serve your way. Can you make the team? By AMSOIL, runs on freedom. By Sunoco, fuel your best. By Pertec, your industrial hose specialist. Pro-Am Women Championship was decided 1 round ago at ERX when Malin Coutu clinched the championship, but there's still a battle for second here, Robbie, and Anna Hauger in the driver's seat at the moment.
Yeah, she sure is, but it's the youth in this class that's surprising me and shocking a lot of other racers out there. A lot of speed, a lot of youth, a lot of excitement.
Let's check in with Erica.
In our previous round, Malin Coutu wrapped up her 4th consecutive Pro-Am Women Championship.
Has the gravity of winning your 4th consecutive championship even sunk into you yet?
I honestly don't think so, because it's just like we're still racing, still just out there having fun, team still working hard. So, and like I still have my teammates racing, and yeah, it's still same thing this weekend. So I think tomorrow when we're all done and packed up, I think that's when we're like, okay, we got it.
Let's see who grabs the stud boy hole shot. Looks like it is going to be neck and neck, and Nelly LaBelle grabs it and grabs the lead. Carissa Blessum alongside. Malin going to the outside. Look at Malin just put the power down.
There's a lot of bumping and banging going up that first hill and into that corner, but looks like everyone is able to come through cleanly so far. heading down the hill already. Maline's out in front, Carissa in second. Looks like Inanna made her way to that third place with Niley in fourth already.
So Malin Cadu holding on to about a 1.8 second lead right now over Inanna Hauger and Carissa Blessum, followed by LaBelle and McKenna on the 199, rounding out the top 5. So Malin doing Malin the Machine things. Get out front, pull away, dominate.
Yeah, this track is definitely getting so rough out there. These girls are probably thinking in their head, just trying to find the smoothest line, stay on your sled and stay smart.
Final lap here in this Pro-Am Women Final, well underway. Oh, look out, Malin's off track. Malin Cadu out of the core RV corner. Does she get back with the lead? No. Inanna Hauger takes over the #1 spot. It's on with a third of a lap to go.
She's trying to get around that lapper and just could not make it happen clean and ended up going off the track, but let's see what she can do in this very little short amount of time.
And Inanna Hauger might have had one obstacle. It was a lapper. She clears. She hits the U.S. Air Force flyaway. Malin's putting the hammer down. Is she going to get there? Malin makes the move and wins the race anyway. And picking up the win in the final half a straightaway, your Pro-Am Women champion aboard the number 93, the Machine, Malin Cadu.
Malin, we have to talk about that last lap. You had the win, what seemed like locked in until that last one, but thankfully we're able to get it back on this downhill. So what was going through your mind in those moments?
Well, I caught up to a lapper there and I had to switch my line, go on the inside, and there's a very big, I don't know, in the middle of the track there, so I just sent it and it sent me right off track. So kind of looked over my shoulder, seeing Anna come in there, and I'm like, well, there goes that. And then changed my mind. I'm like, I got this downhill, so I'll try. And it worked.
And congrats to our defending champ, Malin Cadu, who also earns an awesome G-Shock watch for the fastest lap. Up next, round 3 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown. Can the Moose leave Spirit Mountain with his first championship, or will Jordan LaBelle play spoiler? We're back with our final leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown, the deciding leg here. Emo Har, much like Creighton Dillon was coming into tonight earlier in Pro Light, is on the cusp of championship. Same question, Robbie. Can the Moose get loose and earn the title?
Well, he sure can, but he's got one thing on his mind, and that's Jordan LaBelle, and he's riding spectacular tonight. So I'm not sure if he'll get it done tonight, but it'll be close.
Ooh, Francis bobbled a little bit.
And it's going to be LaBelle that's going to get a good start. Hard trying to turn under him, and Peltier trying to turn under everybody else as they come down the hill. Door is open for Adam Peterson on the inside, if he can hang on.
So Peterson doing what he needs to do. Get in front of Har. Where's Francis?
Don't see him in the top 5 just yet. Actually, he was 6th across the line, so he is part of this angry pack here that is working their way up the Arctic Cat uphill behind LaBelle, Peterson in 2nd, and Gustav Salston early on in 3rd.
And Jordan, clutch start right there. He did what he had to do, nailed that start, got out front, clear vision, and look at what is gonna transpire here with having all this clear vision. It's gonna be hard to track him down. As I say that though, the 31, Emo Har, is not gonna roll over. He is gonna put down some heaters right now, and he's going to work on Peterson right now.
Yeah, this is a battle for the 2nd position, and Hard blasts down into the inside of that corner, and you can see the yellow flags waving, so he got that pass done in the nick of time.
And now there was no room to spare there. That was risky, but that just goes to show you he's not playing it safe tonight. He wants the win, but he's got a lot of work to do to catch up to the back of Jordan. And the way Jordan's been riding tonight, it's going to be fun to watch.
And Francis Peltier working his way up to the number 5 spot, trying to catch up to Salston as they power their way down the hill here. There's your stud boy hole shot winner, Adam Peterson, which right now is translated into so far a 3rd place run for him as Har goes chasing after LaBelle.
Pay attention who just closed into the number 4 spot. That bright yellow Clean Motorsports Ski-Doo, the 220. Francis Pelletier, he is not going to roll over. He wants to get back into that lead. And remember, he's sitting with 3 points right now.
Right. Unfortunately, if he stays here, he's going to wind up with 7. LaBelle would wind up with 5, and Haar would wind up with 8. So a lot hanging in the balance here as we're going toward the 5 minute to go plus 1 lap mark in this final race of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown here at the AMSOIL Snocross National presented by Hayes Brakes. Pelletier chasing after Adam Peterson. Meanwhile, Peterson losing sight of Emil Haar, and Emil Haar starting to put an eyeball on Jordan LaBelle at the front of the field.
Well, he just ran 2 seconds a lap faster that last lap, so Jordan's got to get going. Not sure where the time is being made up, but there is definitely time being made up.
Yeah, Haar getting that much closer. The gap now 2.2 seconds between your race leader on that turquoise Makita Ski-Doo sled and this red Polaris climb sled piloted by Emil Haar. We kind of dubbed Haar the king of the Triple Crown. He has definitely won more than any other AMSOIL Pro racer.
He has it. Oh, looks like that is Benham having some mechanical. Arctic Cat rider struggling tonight. Definitely not how he's seen his night going. And we got yellows down. Pay attention, riders. There's going to be no jumping through that area.
Yeah, the top 2 able to wall it down and take care of business here so they can get back on the hammer, get back underway. That slowed everybody down a little bit, but LaBelle right now is sitting on a 3.5 second gap. Trying to manage that home here. Oh, and meanwhile, deal with racers that are in front of them that are going to be trying to stay on the lead lap, too.
Yeah, a lot of up and down right now. You thought Pelletier was going to make a run, and he kind of backs off. So he's sitting in that 4 spot, not much happening. Jordan needed to pick it up a little bit. He does. He responds. 3.4 second lead right now, and he seems to be stretching that lead. So Haar kind of settled in. I think the track is starting to get to the point where it's so difficult that the riders are not willing to risk it. It's just too gnarly, too risky. You see Jordan, that was a really cool line he had right there. Cutting across, really tying the track together really well, and skips that big hole you can see right there.
And you turn around, take a look, and here comes Emil Haar chasing after him. But again, that Makita Warnock Racing Ski-Doo sled of LaBelle just keeps disappearing off into the distance here.
Jordan's hitting his marks perfectly. You watch him through here, he doesn't really make any little, perfect. No mistakes. Sled's not stepping out on him anywhere. And as I say that, 3.2 seconds, so, made a little ground there. We still have 2.5 minutes plus a lap, so tons of racing. I would guess about 4 more laps before we shut this one down. And
this last race, this 3rd leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown tonight, Robbie, this is almost like the reward for the charge that he put on in the 2nd one to stay in contention.
That saved his you-know-what and put him back into the lead. Look at that. Haar getting that little bump over that hill.
Yeah, Haar chipped away maybe 0.3 of a second that last time through the 1:55 plus a lap to go. Oh, he got another chunk out of it. Is this the final charge from the Moose here?
Well, I think it is. I think he's found a little bit of something. I'm not sure where. Jordan, again, he responded last time he had this. So, oh wow, they're right in the same corner now. So, LaBelle is kind of, seems to be just struggling not even struggling, just not, I guess I'm lost for words. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Well, what we do know is that the gap is continuing to wind down. The racers can see on a digital clock at the AMSOIL finish line how much time is left in the race. You think Haar maybe was holding a little energy in reserve and looking to try to time out a charge here to catch LaBelle and not give him the opportunity for a comeback?
Maybe, but I just think that he's piecing the track a little better, or putting it together a little better, finding a nice little line, and that's the advantage when you're in second right now. You can sit behind, kind of pick apart what he's doing, and you can change. Jordan doesn't have that ability right now. He's just trying to go as fast as he can, and Har's in the driver's seat, so he almost knocked off a full second that last lap. Let's see what he can get here. It doesn't look like it's going to be as much, so did Jordan feel that pressure and respond?
And it looks like Jordan has responded. We're inside at 30 seconds to go. It was 2.8, now it's back to 3.1, so LaBelle turned up the wick, but now he's going to have to start dealing with some traffic here.
Let's see Hunter Patno going a lap down, and that's not, he's in 6th place, so the top two have definitely separated themselves from the pack.
Har's definitely not going to give up now. The clock's going to hit 0, so the next time Jordan LaBelle comes across the AMSOIL finish line jump, he will see a white flag waving and the possibility of getting another AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown overall win.
Yeah, and LaBelle, his line there was on the very edge. There is no room for mistakes there, so 2/10 slower was Har, so LaBelle responded well to that pressure. 1 lap to go. It's all but in the books for Jordan LaBelle.
LaBelle will come around that core RV hairpin. You can actually see the screw spinning up there when he got on the hammer coming out of that corner. Now works his way out of the skidoo turn. He's got a big uphill run here. And one more turn to go to hit the U.S. Air Force flyaway. He's got to get through this tricky haze brake rhythm section. And
look at this. We have a battle. Whoa! LaBelle hangs on by 0.1 seconds. Wow, what a finish.
Was that LaBelle slowing down to be careful, or Har throwing caution to the wind? You know what? It doesn't matter. That was a wild finish.
Yeah, LaBelle made a mistake coming down that hill, and Har greased it perfectly.
Wow. Let's get another look at this, Robbie.
So yeah, you can see here, LaBelle makes a little mistake, gets a little sideways, and here comes the Moose. And you can't get any closer. Now, that was a finish.
Yes. So, according to our timing and scoring, 14/100ths of a second, LaBelle gets the win. So that gives him not only the race win, but the overall win unofficially tonight as well.
Jordan, we were chatting earlier and you told me that you felt like all the pieces of the puzzle were coming together, especially with your sense of urgency and aggression in the opening stages of the race. So do you feel like that was key for you again here tonight as you claim yet another overall?
Yeah, I got good starts on the first and the last Triple Crown, and second I got third, so I was just aiming to win the last one and be P1 overall. So everything went together, I had good lines, and I just made the track work for me.
Well, Robbie, the Moose didn't quite get loose. He didn't lock up the championship tonight, but how about the effort of Jordan LaBelle?
Yeah, Jordan rode great. He extended it one more day, so it's going to be hard for Emil to get through those emotions and everything that he has to go through, but if he does, pay attention to how the light switch changes and how he rides. He's going to ride a lot more free and relaxed, and that's troublesome for the competition.
Make sure you check out all of our great social media platforms, including our website at snocross.com. For Erica Ulrey and Robbie Malinowski, I'm Paul Smolk. Thanks for watching the AMSOIL Snocross National presented by Hayes Brakes on Fox Sports.